Hi everyone. I'm talking a little low because this is my cat Luna in the background and she's sleeping there a little bit. But she looks like she just woke up just now. She could hear the train in the background too, I bet. I bet she can hear that a little bit. Train tracks run not too far from my house and it's pretty cool. I love watching the freight trains go by. But this is Luna right now. She is about 8 months old, or 9 months old now, I think. So she's still a pretty young kitty. She's been running around all day long, but right now she's tired. So I don't know. Oh, she wants a belly. Ow! She scratched me a little bit. I don't know what's cooler than doing a read aloud on a couch, reading to all of you with a fluffy, wonderful, snuggly kitty next to me and a train in the background. So, this book I'm about to read to you is called The Gardener. And once you see these marks on a book, that means it's a Caldecott medal winning book. And usually books that win that award or that medal are really good books, and they're books that teachers look for to read to kids because we know that they have a good, important lesson in them or something like that. So there we go, The Gardener. August 27th, 1935. Dear Uncle Jim, Grandma told us after supper that you want me to come to the city and live with you until things get better. Did she tell you that Papa has been out of work for a long time and no one asks Mama to make dresses anymore? We all cried, even Papa. But then Mama made us laugh with her stories about you're chasing her up trees when you were both little. Did you really do that? I'm small but strong. I'm small but strong. And I'll help you all I can. However, Grandma said to finish my schoolwork before doing anything else. Your niece, Lydia Grace Finch. So I could tell by the date here that is during the Great Depression. My father was born in 1930, so basically right after the Great Depression started, and it was a time of tough economic times in our country. A lot of people were out of work. September 3rd, 1935. Dear Uncle Jim, I'm mailing this form from the train station. I forgot to tell you in the last letter 3 important things that I'm too shy to say to your face. I know a lot about gardening, but nothing about baking. I'm anxious to learn to bake, but is there any place to plant seeds? I like to be called Lydia Grace, just like Grandma. Your niece, Lydia Grace Finch. And here she is at the train station. Oh, Luna's all stretching out there. Hey, Luna. Oh, she's big yawnies. She's yawning. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's nice and soft. Wish you could feel her fur. That's Bear barking in the background. He's my neighbor's dog. He's a good dog. He just barks sometimes. On the train, September 4th, 1935. Dear Mama, I feel so pretty in your dress that you made for me. I hope you don't miss it too much. Dear Papa, I haven't forgot what you said about recognizing Uncle Jim. Just look for Mama's face with a big nose and mustache. I promise not to tell him. Does he have a sense of humor? And dearest Grandma, thank you for the seeds. The train is rocking me to sleep, and every time I doze off, I dream of gardens. Love to all, Lydia Grace. And if you look at the format, if you look at the way these are written here, this is what we practice at school, right? We say, dear somebody, with a comma, and then we write what we write, and then at the end we sign off by saying, she's just signing off at the very end after having wrote these letters. Love to all, comma, Lydia Grace. Looks like Luna's taking a walk somewhere else. I must have been too loud. Sorry, Luna. That's pretty cool looking. So, you could tell, what do you think about this image here? What is it you're trying to make? What are you trying to understand that she's feeling right now? Yeah, right. It's scary. It's big. It's dark. It's scary. Right? She's not used to being in this situation, but she's going to do the best she can. I could tell already. September 5th, 1935. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I'm so excited. There are window boxes here. They look as if they've been waiting for me. So now we'll both wait for spring. And Grandma, the sun shines down on the corner where I'll live and work. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. Uncle Jim doesn't smile. So there's a picture of Uncle Jim right there. We could see the different types of cars and the different types of buildings. Ooh, this may help you with your social studies assignment that I sent to you earlier. December 25th, 1935, so it's Christmas. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I adore the seed catalogs you sent for Christmas. And Grandma, thank you for all the bulbs. I hope you received my drawings. I wrote a long poem for Uncle Jim. He didn't smile, but I think he liked it. He read it aloud, then put it in his shirt pocket and patted it. Love to all, Lydia Grace. Oh, and there's a little black kitty there. He's, or she, is licking water out of the sink. And there's a tiny Christmas tree in the background. February 12th, 1936. Dearest Grandma, thank you again for those bulbs you sent to Christmas. You should have seen them now. I really like Ed and Emma Beach, Uncle Jim's friends who work here. When I first arrived, Emma told me she'd show me how to knead bread if I would teach her the Latin names of all the flowers. You see that word knead? It's almost like the word know. Like I know something. There's that word right there, need. It starts with KN, but the K is silent, like in the word know. I'm kneading bread and she's speaking Latin. More good news. We have a store cat named Otis, who at this very moment is sleeping at the foot of my bed. Isn't that funny? I have a den cat named Luna, who's playing with a hair tie right now. You could probably hear her in the background. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. Uncle Jim isn't smiling yet, but I'm hoping for a smile soon. Okay, so you can see the pictures. There we go. Oh, and who was born on February 12th? Not in this year, but whose birthday is on February 12th? I'm not going to do all of the music. Who was born on February 12th? He was a famous American that we studied. And the answer is, do you know it? I'll wait for just a second. That's correct. It's Abraham Lincoln. That was his birthday. He was born in the early 1800s. If I remember correctly, it was 1809. March 5th, 1936. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I've discovered a secret place. You can't imagine how wonderful it is. No one else knows about it but Otis. I have great plans. Thank you for all the letters. I'll try to write more, but I'm really busy planting all your seeds in cracked teacups and bent cake pans. And Grandma, you should smell the good dirt I'm bringing home from the vacant lot down the street. Love to all, Lydia Grace. And back then, or even today, a vacant lot would be a lot, like a piece of land that has no buildings on it. And they normally wouldn't have grass there. It would just be dirt. So here's a picture of the rooftop. You can see there's pigeons on there. Pigeons are very common in cities even today. And you can get a sense of what it might have been like to live in a city back then. Some of the buildings would have had access to get on the roof. And you can see a stairwell right there leading up to the roof. April 27th, 1936. Dearest Grandma, all the seeds and roots are sprouting. I can hear you saying, April showers bring May flowers. Emma and I are sprucing up the bakery, and I'm playing a great trick on Uncle Jim. He sees me reading my mail, planting seeds in the window boxes, going to school, doing my homework, sweeping the floor, but he never sees me working in my secret place. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. P.S. is an abbreviation. You see P.S. there? For postscript, I'm planning on a big smile from Uncle Jim in the near future. So if you're writing a letter, that's something you can just add at the end that might be an important point that you want somebody to realize. And you can do that even after you've written the letter at the very bottom. May 27th, 1936. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma. Let's look at the format of this while we're doing this. This is how you would format a proper letter to somebody. You should have heard Emma laugh today when I opened your letter and dirt fell out onto the sidewalk. Thank you for all the baby plants. They survived the trip in the big envelope. More about Emma. She's helping me with the secret place. Hurrah! Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I saw Uncle Jim almost smile today. The store was full, well, almost full, of customers. See, he works at the bakery. June 27th, 1936. Dear Grandma, flowers are blooming all over the place. I'm also growing radishes, onions, and 3 kinds of lettuce in the window boxes. Some neighbors have bought containers for me to fill with flowers, and a few customers even gave me plants from their gardens this spring. They don't call me Lydia Grace anymore. They call me the gardener. So cool. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I'm sure Uncle Jim will smile soon. I'm almost ready to show him the secret place. So it looks like things are getting a little more vibrant than they were at the beginning. Vibrant meaning more colorful, more people are out and about. July 4th, 1936. Do you know what date July 4th is? Do you know what we call that day? Yeah, July 4th is Independence Day. It is the date that we signed our Declaration of Independence, and it declared our independence, or we gained our independence once we signed that from Great Britain. Of course, there had to be a war fought over that, and that was the Revolutionary War. And the colonists, the people who were here, won the war, and we became a country. That was back in 1776, July 4th, 1776. But every year we have the 4th of July and celebrate that. Dearest Mama, Papa, and Grandma, I am bursting with happiness. The entire city seems so beautiful, especially this morning. The secret place is ready for Uncle Jim. At noon the store will close for the holiday, and then we'll bring him up to the roof. I tried to remember everything you ever taught me about beauty. Love to all, Lydia Grace. P.S. I can already imagine Uncle Jim's smile. So this is fun. She's making like signs and stuff like that. And she's planting stuff. And she's really making a nice presentation. She's making it a really exciting experience for Uncle Jim. Wow. Would you look at that? Now, Uncle Jim is not smiling right now, but look at what she did to that rooftop. Can you think of a place in your life, in your yard, in your town that you can make more beautiful by planting flowers and vegetables? That's something to think about, right? A vacant lot. I don't know. A rooftop. Probably not a rooftop. July 11th, 1936. Dear Mama, Papa, and Grandma, my heart is pounding so hard, I'm sure the customers can hear it downstairs. At lunch today, Uncle Jim put the closed sign on the door and told Ed and Emma and me to go upstairs and wait. He appeared with the most amazing cake I've ever seen covered in flowers. I truly believe that cake equals 1,000 smiles. And then he took your letter out of his pocket with the news of Papa's job. I'm coming home! Love to all, and see you soon, Lydia Grace. P.S. Grandma, I've given all my plants to Emma. I can't wait to help you in your garden again. We gardeners never retire. And I don't know about you, but I had goosebumps. Have you ever? Let's see if we can see them on camera. Can you see my goosebumps? I don't think you can see them. This isn't working. But I had goosebumps when that part came, when she said she was going home. I think I got so into the story that I was really excited for her when she got that news to go home, and it gave me goosebumps. It made me feel good in my heart, and it gave me a physical reaction on my skin, which is kind of like a quick chill and then goosebumps. I love that. Oh, I'm not going to say anything about this photo. I'm just going to let you look at it. But what can you tell by looking at this photo? What can you tell about the way that even though Uncle Jim never smiles, about the way he feels about Lydia Grace? Yeah, he loves her. Oh. And there she is. She made it back to her home. And there's the dog, and there's the cat, and there's the grandma with all of the letters. Whoa. Almost knocked the camera phone over. With all the letters that she had sent her. And then, of course, Lydia Grace has her gardening tools. So, when I look at stories like this, I think about how they can relate to our lives now. And sometimes things don't always feel like they're going the best, or things feel a little like not perfect. But I think Lydia Grace showed how to bring beauty into the world, even when things weren't going that well for her family. And then at the end, everything turned out all right. And I think that's the most important thing. She was able to bring beauty to the world, love to her family with her beautiful letters, love and beauty to a city, which isn't easy to do, by bringing all those flowers and plants onto the rooftop and planting them. She brought love to Uncle Jim's life, and then she made it back home. So I love stories like that show people going through stuff that's not so easy, but then they come out on top at the end. Everything works out okay. And just remember that story anytime you might think things aren't going that great in your life, that through it all, everything could turn out okay. And before we go, let's get one last shot of Luna. Whoops. Here we go. Hey, Luna, say hello to the first graders. Say hello. You say hello? Yeah. You see how they blink? See how cats blink their eyes? When cats blink their eyes like that, it means they feel totally comfortable with you. They won't blink their eyes if they don't feel comfortable with you. So it's another way that cats say, I love you. Okay, because cats, a lot of people don't get cats. Like, we get dogs, right? They wag their tails, but I'm a cat person, and I really understand them because I've had them my whole life. But you hear her purring? That's another way of her saying she's happy. And she's sniffing the stand of that the phone is on. Here we go, Luna. Hey. I'm gonna give her a kiss. That's right, I kissed my kitty. Luna. L-U-N-A. Luna is another word for moon. Okay, everyone have a great day. I may do another video, but probably I will do one tomorrow. See you soon. Bye.